Hey everybody, today I'm very excited because I finally managed to start this new career mode on ATP, Maxou Ultimate patch. Now I didn't really manage to do this earlier because it really takes a lot of time and I didn't want to kind of give up on doing it like I did with the first time I tried to do a career mode. So now I think I have enough time to manage a few episodes per week, so I'm gonna get started now. And I'm also very excited because this time I'm gonna try full career mode, which is much more interesting. So yeah, let's get right into it, and while I set everything up here, I will walk you through as well. Alright, so we're gonna go to World Tour, gonna start a new game, gonna play on Main Tour. And yeah, this is gonna be full career. And by the way, I should already mention that we are gonna be playing with Borna Coric, and there are a couple of reasons for that, and I will explain them also along the way. But first reason is connected actually to the fact that I'm gonna be playing full career. And yeah, play period is gonna be auto, and general full career mode in this game is 15 seasons. And why it's so exciting, I will also mention it just in a minute. Right, so starting rank options, you have a few options here. You can start at rank 1000, which sounds more realistic, so you will have to climb your way up from very bottom. You start with like 0 points on the rankings, so ideally I would like to start with this, but it just takes forever to get out of there, especially because you can't even play future tournaments. You need to qualify for those, and to qualify for those you need to win 3 matches for qualification to get into the main draw, and to get a single point in the rankings you need to also win 1 match in the main draw of the future tournament, which means that you need to win 4 games to even get 1 single point, and it's just really long process, so I didn't want to lose so much time on that. So we're gonna actually start from 300. At this level you can play definitely futures, of course, but also some challenger tournaments, so it's gonna be fun. And the difficulty is gonna be master 10. That's really absolutely maximum level I can play competitively against the computer. So it's gonna be really challenging, I'm not gonna lie, and it's gonna be really difficult to get some points and to even progress in the rankings. And the reason I went for Borna Coric is because for full career I needed somebody who is quite young, because if I went with somebody like Nadal or Federer or Djokovic, you would start your career mode like in 2000 or 2002, because this is realistic in terms of you actually start your career mode when this player in reality started his career when you choose full career mode here. So that's why I went for someone young, and Coric is one of the most stable young players right now. So plus it's quite pleasant to play with him. He's well-rounded player, and I like it about him. So yeah, anyway, we set this one up. Then I'm gonna go and pick an existing player. You could also create your own player, name him whatever you want and everything like that. So I'm gonna find now Coric. And by the way, if you don't know, there are like tons of players in this game. Also they like players who already retired, and legendary players like Becker, Lendl, so and so on. So yeah, I'm gonna just find Coric now. Borna Coric right here. Now this right here, what you see, is basically shows you what is his like best stats in the game by default. But once I pick him now, this is gonna be the stats you actually get when you start ranking 300, right? So these stats really suck. Usually when you play on challengers, even futures tournaments, sometimes players who are lower ranked are gonna be usually much better than you at this moment. So that's why it's gonna be so difficult to actually manage to get something done, especially on Master 10 difficulty. So the stats definitely need improving. I mean, they are horrible, but as I mentioned, the fact that he's very well-rounded player means a lot to me. As you can see, pretty much in every department he has similar stats. So yeah, here I'm gonna go with auto positioning fast because that really helps. Preview is gonna be only for service, so I can be quicker on return. And the second very exciting fact about full career mode is that you can develop your player as you wish to. In other words, after each tournament, here you see experience points, we have now 1, I can just pop into something. After each tournament you get some amount of experience points, and how much you get depends on how well you play on the tournament, how many games you win, and how far you get. And let's say we had here 50 experience points. After each tournament I could use these 50 experience points to make some specific shot better, you know, like forehand power or consistency or backhand or anything I wanted. And on top of that you get also, now you cannot see, but after tournament you will you have a training time in days, I think it says, and you also need to kind of take a break between tournaments because you will need to have some training time to actually apply this experience points. So like it's a little bit balanced, that I like about it. So you will have to skip some tournaments 1 or 2 weeks in between, like in real life, you know, nobody can play every single week, right? Anyway, that's for a little overview here. And yeah, he's right type of player, 185 centimeters, 79 kilos, 16-year-old. As I said, this is gonna start now, I think, in 2013. The career mode, because he started playing on ATP Tour in 2013 in real life, so that's why it takes us back. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead, and yeah, as you can see now it's year 2012, but it's like last week of the year, so when I now go to next tournament, it's gonna take us to first week of 2013. Right, so let's take a quick look around before we go to tournament. So we got here character sheet again, where you can see your character. Here you can see player statistics. If you can retire when you decide that you played enough, but we are not gonna do it now, of course. You can see yearly stats, but it's empty, of course, now. Career titles, again you can see all of your titles here. And this is our current rankings, 303 in singles and 310 in doubles. Check out some other stats here. Tournament of the week, nothing has started yet. Let's check rankings. Alright, so this is 2013, right? Novak Djokovic number 1, we got Federer, Nadal, Tsonga. It's really exciting actually to be back in 2013. I think it was good years in tennis. It's really cool names here in top 20. Some of them which are not anymore, of course, like Tipsarevic or Simon, they really don't play that well anymore. Yeah, so we are way down. 303. So as I said, I mean, then we have 90 points. Yeah, I shouldn't really have too much hopes right from the start. I'm really gonna struggle, I think, and that's part of the fun, I think, especially in the games. So I'm not gonna bother with doubles tournaments. Actually, I'm gonna skip them, just play singles for most part at least. So now we can just go ahead and play our first tournament. Obviously we cannot enter ATP tournaments yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to play some challenger at least. I don't want to go straight to futures. I think it's gonna be a little bit too boring. Challenger is more exciting and more challenging. So this one is gonna be clay tournament, and I think Coric plays best on clay, to be honest. So I'm just gonna play the clay one first to get some good start maybe. Right, so I have to choose now if I want to play singles, doubles or both. And now this icon here, as you can see, says not high enough, your ranking, so you might need to enter qualification actually. And sometimes you have to, sometimes you don't, depending on, you know, how other players decide to play. So now I'm gonna click that, and we are lucky now. It means that we entered main draw directly. If we didn't, it would give us question, do you want to play qualification or not? But yeah, here you can see, by the way, this training days and training hours I was talking about. So if you had, let's say, 100 experience points, you would also need some amount of training time to be able to apply this actually experience points into something, right? Right, so this is the player you are entering into the tournament right now. So let's go ahead and check out the draw. So number 1 seed is somebody called Eduardo. I don't even know who this is. Anyway, who's our first opponent? Let's see that. It is one Engelen. I honestly don't know who he is. Sorry about that. And yeah, we are actually ranked number 6. That's pretty cool. And our first opponent is ranked number 8. I'm almost sure that he's gonna be much better with statistics than us. And here, as you can see, you get 0 points for playing first round, which is understandable. But if you win just 1 match and move to second round, you already get 8 ranking points, which is really cool. And for win of the tournament, you can get 55 points. Alright, so yeah, again, don't have too much hopes. I really don't know how this is gonna go. As I said, I have not played in quite a long time, so yeah, we'll see. Okay, now we can play match. So this is... Oh, actually, I think I miscounted. Our first opponent is Johan de Beer. Yeah, I think like went wrong way around about the draw. But anyway, so this is our opponent. He has in total 648 points. We have 353. This is like total of, if you combine all of this all together. So he's like almost twice as good as us. Which, yeah, that's not very fair, but well, what can you do? And of course we are gonna play best of 3 sets like in real life as well. And his current rank is 433. You can see he's lower ranked, but much better statistics wise. So what I like to do always is to kind of try and analyze opponent a little bit, to take a look and see, okay, what's his, you know, powers and what's his weaknesses. As you can see, his serve is not all that good, so I can afford to be maybe a little bit more aggressive. He's quite fast, you know, compared to us, look. And I mean, I would say overall forehand is a little bit better, but not that much. So, you know, he doesn't really have all that weak backhand compared to forehand. So I will still try to mostly play on his backhand, but yeah, he's got quite a lot of topspin as well, but he sucks at the net, you know, like volley stuff. So he's probably not gonna be coming too much to the net, which is good, because when you are not fast, you know, you really hate to play against players who play on the net a lot. But yeah, I'm just gonna go get right into the game now, guys, and I'm not gonna be talking during the game, by the way, so I'm just gonna turn off my microphone now, and I will probably be back during first and second set break, or maybe after the match. Let's see how this one goes. There's no pressure, just try to play a good game, you know, and have fun. Alright, let's go.
Brought out the scalpel for that one.
15.
Can't hit it any better than that.
That's Just found his mojo, hasn't he? He's feeding off the energy from the crowd who want to see more.
Let's second service. Game. Fifteen love. Fifteen all. Oh! 30-15. Oh! 40-15. Game. Love 15. Let's second service.
It's just too good.
15 all.
Once again, you see the effect of taking the ball so early.
$30-15.
That's more like it.
40-15. Let's second service. Game. Love 15.
Just found his mojo, hasn't he? He's feeding off the energy from the crowd who want to see more.
Let's second service. Fifteen, 13. Let's second service. Fifteen, 14. Game.
Too easy.
15 love. $15 all.
One-time tennis. One of the best in the business. He's in full flow.
And with as much panache as that.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
That's your.
You've got to be kidding me. What a point.
40-30. Game. Let's second service. 15 love.
Lovely combination.
30 love. Thirty 15. That's your. Let's second service. Game. Let's second service. Love 15.
Oh, that's exquisite.
15. Let's second service. Thirty 15. Forty 15.
Tried and tested formula as far as player concerned.
Okay, so yeah, not much to say really. It's not going very well so far. You can see that he's so much better than us as a player right now. So powerful shots, and the only thing is that he makes unforced errors here and there, and you know, you can have a little bit hope because of that, but it's just not enough. I can barely get a winner, and I cannot even stay in the rally. So yeah, I mean, you cannot just give up, right? It's gonna be better next time. But what I like to do in this kind of situations, just make a little bit of analysis, what's going wrong here and what would I change first if I could. And I'm gonna have a little bit of points to spend after this tournament, which probably is gonna be already after this set. It's gonna be over for us, but yeah. So definitely I'm unhappy that our first serves aren't going in and he's really punishing us on second serves. It's gonna be the case with anybody who's slightly more powerful than us. So I absolutely need to focus on serve, maybe not as much as power, but consistency at least, so we can get more first serves in, but power as well, because you can see fastest serve we had was 166 and the guy had 187. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So yeah, I mean, in terms of weaknesses of the opponent, not really much. You can just hope that he makes a little bit too much unforced errors and you can get back into the game. Otherwise, realistically, I don't see a way in, but of course I'm gonna try my best and maybe at least play a little bit more competitively and get like 3-4 games in a set or something. So we start now serving. I'm just really gonna try to hold my serve and let's see what happens. As I said, this is just warming up a little bit, improving our player a little bit. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes. All right, let's go.
Hit it any better than that.
Players showing a wonderful touch and variety. It's a joy when you watch these two types of players go at it. Oh, magnificent tennis from both players.
15.
Better tennis.
15-13. Let's second service. Game. Let's second service. Love. Love. 40 love.
Oh, that's ridiculous. It's stuck here. So calm. And this is just so cool.
15 love. Let's second service.
Too easy.
30 love. Love. 40-15. Let's second service. 40-13.
Oh, it's a lovely shot. It's all about timing that.
Juice.
About trying to generate too much pace.
That's what we all want to see, is both these guys playing well at the same time.
Advantage. Juice. Advantage.
It's better tennis.
Juice. Advantage. Game. Fifteen love.
Brilliance.
30 love.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
40 love.
Lovely combination.
Game. Love 15. Love 20. Love 40. Game. Fifteen love. Let's second service. Thirty love. Let's second service. 40 love.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
Game. Fifteen love. Let's second service. 15 all. 30-15.
Lovely combination.
Game. Fifteen love. Let's second service. Thirty love. Let's second service. Thirty 15.
Too easy.
40-15.
Game, second match, player 2.
Alright guys, so that was it, the first match of our career mode, which was quite disappointing I guess, but as I said, it was expected and understandable I think. Overall, so gonna try to focus on some positives. The second set, if you noticed, I was going quite a lot to the net and it was overall quite successful in my opinion. So that is something I'm gonna be trying a little bit more in the future games, because our baseline ground strokes really suck right now. Other than that, not much really to talk about. Guy was much better than us and won easy, 6-1, 6-2. Another thing what I thought is that top 3 things that I need to absolutely focus are serve, forehand and speed. Because I have quite a good feel on the backhand. It's not that bad, but like forehand is really horrible. I basically cannot attack with forehand, you know, it's just really bad. So definitely need to improve that, serve and speed as well, because we are too slow. But yeah, as for the first match, that's gonna be it. So now actually, if you win the very first match, you have a chance to enter some other qualifying before the end of the week, but I'm not gonna do that now. I just need to see how many experience points we got and you know, increase some serve or forehand or speed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this week now. So as you can see, we didn't get any points, no nothing. We lost first round at Torneo de Mendoza Challenger. And we actually moved 14 positions back in the rankings, so we are now 329. And I mean, I guess it's logical to think now that first, our next tournament, I'm gonna go into future ITF tournaments, just to get a couple of wins maybe somehow and improve player even more. But yeah, so other than that, here we got $1,300 as prize money. And yeah, tax is $206, which is not very important. You can't really use money in this game, but yeah. So that was for week number 1. Now we can take a look at some ATP tournament winners here. Berdish beat Isner in Doha. Anderson Flore beat Feliciano Lopez in Chennai. And Federer won Brisbane over Eugen Meltzer. So you can also see rises and drops of the week, like you see that on ATP website a lot, which is nice to see here also. Yeah, Anderson won the tournament, so he got 11 positions. Anyway, this don't really interest us right now a lot. So now week 2, I'm actually thinking to skip week 2 and go straight to week 3 and do some future tournaments. And at this point now we can actually use these experience points and training days we have now after this first tournament. Now we got total of 20 experience points. That's not too bad, I think. And if I didn't skip this week, second week, we would have much less training time and we would not be able to spend all of these experience points, so that's why I decided to skip it. And this panel here is where you kind of prepare your player for the next week tournament. So that's what we are doing now, preparing for third week future tournament. So yeah, as I said, let's work a little bit on service. So serve, I would go a little bit in power and a little bit in consistency. And I'm gonna say have 11 left. Okay, so let's go 6 into forehand power and 5 into speed. Alright, so we spent all our experience points and we spent all our training hours. So this is a player now that will enter the next tournament. And we are actually number second seed. First seed is Martin, alright. And our first opponent is gonna be ORTEGA OLMEDO. He's number 548, sorry. And for second round here you get 1 point. For final 19, and yeah, it's gonna be it actually. Right, how much does winner get? This winner? I don't even know. I think it means that if you reach final you get 19 points. Yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if you're gonna get to the final anyway, but yeah. So it would be really nice if we won a couple of matches here, but this is gonna be it for today's episode, guys. I'm not gonna play second match now. It's gonna be for second episode. So this is a guy, by the way, we are gonna be playing. Just we can take a look real quick. He's still much better than us. Basically, he's as good as the previous guy was. So that really sucks. Probably gonna lose this one as well. Wow, yeah, it's really difficult to get started here. But anyway, yeah, it's gonna be for the next episode, and I'm gonna try my best to at least win one match next tournament. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this one. Alright, see you next time.